This case involved a handicapped woman who was being transported from her residence to her treatment that day and was in a transport van sitting in her wheelchair. And unfortunately, the driver of the transport van had failed to secure her wheelchair. And when he had to step on the brakes abruptly while on the freeway, her wheelchair slid forward. She was thrown from the wheelchair and ended up sustaining some pretty substantial injuries to her lower body. What we ended up doing was pursuing a claim against the transport van company, only to find out that they were bankrupt and that their insurer, who would have potentially been responsible for payment of the damages, was likewise bankrupt. And in Minnesota and pretty much every other state, this is not unusual. It happens where insurers go bankrupt. And so statutes have been drafted and created whereby if this occurs, an organization that's created by the state called in our case, the Minnesota Insurance Guarantee Association, has been created to essentially step in the place of the bankrupt insurer to pay any sort of appropriate damages. And there are certain limitations that they have by statute that they are able to pay out. But in any event, we ended up pursuing that. We ended up pursuing that available coverage. And finally, after pursuing a lawsuit to get somebody's attention, we were able to negotiate a resolution for this client for the maximum amount to be recovered via the statute. So the challenge in that case was the insurance company responsible for paying damages caused by this employer and their employee was bankrupt. And in the situation where that occurs, most states, Minnesota being one of them, have created statutes or have drafted statutes where they have created entities, in our case, the Minnesota Insurance Guarantee Association, that essentially steps in and serves the role of the bankrupt insurer. And so in that case, we were able to pursue a claim, ultimately after litigation was started, against the Minnesota Insurance Guarantee Association and recover the maximum amount permitted by statute on behalf of our client.